Morning, Galloway. I'm Jimmy Jones. We've just finished taping this Sunday's service, and I'm coming to you to speak on behalf of the COVID Advisory Committee to give you some hint of what we're thinking about as this pandemic progresses. We always talk that taking care of patients with COVID is like the blind men who touch the elephant. Everybody sees it in a different way. My day job is to work at one of our area hospitals. If you think of 100 people who test positive for COVID, 10 or 11 of them are going to get in the hospital. 2 or 3 of them are going to end up in the ICU, and 1 or 2 are going to die. It doesn't seem like a big number until you think that this past Friday they said there were 2,200 new cases in the state of Mississippi. Over the next 2 to 6 weeks, somewhere between 22 and 44 are going to die. The next day there'll be 1,700 cases, so that in the coming days from that, 17 to 34 are going to die. So this is a pretty significant number. We have tried here to stay safe, and as we see more favorable numbers, we're hoping toward getting people back into this big sanctuary. I think of this building in the lines of the books that my wife used to read my children, whether it was Thomas the Tank Engine or The Giving Tree or Mike Mulligan and the Steam Shovel. I think this room has its own kind of soul, and it misses your kids. It misses seeing people at baptism, people singing on the steps of of the sanctuary. It misses the 3rd grade Bible day. It misses the youth group. It misses weddings. It misses funerals. We all want to get back to that. What we're trying to do is to get back into this as quick and as safely as we can. This past week there have been finally a favorable trend. The vaccine is beginning to be part of our everyday therapy, so we're hoping for better times. We hope to slowly reopen like we did during the fall, where you had perhaps 25 people one Sunday, 50 the next Sunday, 75, and to try to build ourselves back up in a safe way. I would remind you as we finish, we're trying to do this in the way that Wesley would want us to do, with 3 simple rules. Number 1, we've tried hard to do no harm. His 3rd rule is that we should stay in love with Christ, and we all try that each day. The 2nd rule is to try and do good, and that's where we're at. We're trying to get folks back in here as safely as we can. We look forward to seeing you here so the whole building can be complete. Thanks again. Stay safe. We'll look to seeing you when the time allows.